Good morning, everybody. This is Daniel. This is Morning Tea. How's everybody doing? Cheers. Happy Monday. It's Monday, January 9th, 2011. I hope you had a great weekend. Um, there is a lot going on, a lot happening this weekend. I want to send out two shout outs first before we start. One to my friend Roberto Brown. Thank you, Roberto, for coming over this weekend. He helped me refinish my table. He started me on the project. I'm excited to finish it. So I will finish my project. I'll post pictures on my Facebook if you guys want to see them. And to Brianna. Brianna got her Disney pass yesterday. As you guys might follow through, I love going to Disney. So Brianna got her pass yesterday that her husband got for her for Christmas. And I do want to send a good vibe and best wishes to her husband. He's in Afghanistan. Uh, he is off on a 6 month tour. So all the best to him. Come home safe. And Brianna, thank you for joining us yesterday at Disney. Today is Monday, so it's Monday, and um, one of the things that we talked about this weekend with some of my friends was about moving on. And what happened was one of our friends is going to therapy, and we were discussing therapy and how it works and how it helps us move and grow. And I've been to therapy, and in fact, I am about to start therapy again. There's some things that I want to work on personally, and I think a therapist would be a great way to go. Um, but there are a lot of things that I just had to um, get over. I had to, and get over sounds like so tragic and so drastic, but there were things that I had to make peace with. Let's put it that way. And some of them were the relationship that I had with my parents growing up, the things that my parents taught me, the things that I missed out on, and the things that I can take responsibility for now. As a kid, my parents were very much about working and working hard, and we had fun, but they were not big vacationers. I don't think my parents really vacationed much until we got older. It was always just trips to Mexico, which I didn't think of as vacations because it was just the trip we took every holiday. So, as an adult, um, and I'm just going to use that as an example. As an adult, I could blame them for my lack of traveling energy. I don't like traveling too much. I don't mind being there, but the whole event, the packing and flying or driving or whatever it is, and getting, it's annoying to me to have to do that. But I will do it. Once I'm there, I'm okay. Or once I'm on the road, I'm doing well. My sister, on the other hand, as we got older, she took to traveling. She loves to travel and go away. And her and her husband are very blessed that they do that. And I could do that too if I wanted to. I just don't like to. And even my parents didn't travel till they were old enough. But anyway, the idea is that there are things that I had to recognize that my parents only had so much education. They only reached a certain level of financial security. They were only social enough. Their their knowledge of things was only so and limited. So there was only so much that they could teach me, and it was up to me as I got older and realized that to take it further. So I had to stop blaming my parents for the things that I'm missing out on now, because I'm an adult. I'm 41 years old, and I have to take control and I have to take responsibility for my own life and decide which direction I want to go. Um, and stop blaming them for the lack of. They did the best they could with their resources. Now, maybe your parents have bigger resources. Maybe they had more money and they were more educated, and maybe the relationship was bad. But it's up to each one of us to sit back and realize what those limits were, what their limits were. Maybe they weren't very motherly, and we want them to be, and what's not going to happen. So now start mothering yourself. Um, Again, my parents only had so much education. Once I reached like fourth grade, they weren't able to help me much anymore. I remember one of the things that my dad would do. I was still in like fifth or sixth grade, and his punishment for me when I didn't do well in school was to sit me down and do the timetables. I would sit there and do one times one is one, one times two is two, all the way up to the 12s, and I had to do all of them right, or I would have to start all over again. And oh my god, that was torturous because he always did it at about 7 o'clock when all the good shows started. So, but you know what? That was the way that. That's how they were raised, and they can only get so far. I'm sure if you have children, there's only so far that you know how to go, and you can't go any further. And they need to seek out that information somewhere else. I think the difference now is that if I had a kid, I would hope that I'd be smart enough or aware enough. That's the word. I think I would be aware enough to know that I have my limits and I need to find them somebody that would help them the rest of the way. I wish, in retrospect, that my parents had been more there for me, but they did the best they could, and I appreciate them for that. So I'm going to leave you with that today. Yoga. And you know what? It's funny because Wednesday I'm starting a yoga class. So start working out, start exercising. If there's something that you need to be a part of, if there's something that you will help you. I'm sorry, and I have a job that I have staff working today, so I'm constantly on my phone, so forgive me for that today. But exercise, get a little exercise in your, take a little walk, do a little stretching, get that body moving, because you're wonderful. You're wonderful, and you need to move around. Oh, look, they're both purple today. You need to move around. You're as a wonderful person. Get out there and do something with your body physical, so that you realize how wonderful you really are, and let the world know how wonderful you really are. So I'm gonna cut it short today. It's only we're only like 6 minutes and a half, but I love you guys. Thank you for sharing with me. And today I think that's my thing. I'm going to go beyond what my parents taught me and realize what my limitations and what their limitations were, and try to grow from those. So guys, have a great Monday. I will see you tomorrow.